What causes someone to break up with you based on their attachment style? I get this question a lot when I'm coaching someone who is going through a breakup and they're trying to understand their ex-partner's attachment style. If you're new to my page, I'm Brandy, a relationship coach with Beautifully Broken Path that specializes in attachment styles and healing from breakups. If you're new to learning about attachment styles, make sure you hit that like and follow. If an anxious, preoccupied breaks up with you, which is unlikely because their biggest fear is fear of abandonment and they don't want the other person to leave. They're going to hold on as long as they can for dear life. But if they do, it's because they didn't feel like a priority and they didn't feel like their want and needs were being met. They didn't feel seen, they didn't feel heard, and they felt their feelings were not being validated. It takes an anxious, preoccupied person a lot longer to get to that point that they're willing to break up with someone, but they do get to that point eventually. Dismissive avoidant is more likely to break up with someone if they felt their partner was being too needy and smothering, demanding too much of their time, and this became very overwhelming to them. They felt that the expectations that their partner was putting on them were too high for them to meet. A DA will also break up with someone if they feel their partner is wanting more of a commitment or a relationship label, which is kind of funny I said break up because there would be nothing to break up from if they're not in a relationship. But you get my point. Triggers this fear of losing their independence. So they're going to maintain that and break up. They will also break up with someone. It takes them a little longer, especially when their partner is putting pressure on them to open up emotionally and be emotionally available. This is very uncomfortable for them. It is, it's also a fear as well. So they are more likely to break up with someone if they feel that pressure. If they are a fearful avoidant, also known as a disorganized attachment style, they are more likely to break up with you suddenly out of the blue and then end up regretting it somewhere down the line. We're probably triggered and feeling rejected on some level and reacted solely in their emotions. Fearful avoidants assume that their partner should know them, know their wants and needs without having to say anything at all. Because fearful avoidants assume their partner knows, they fail to communicate their thoughts, feelings, wants, and needs, similar to an avoidant. And when their partner doesn't show up to meet them, because they're not mind readers, they take it as rejection and they will break up. Fearful avoidants may also break things off if they are feeling overwhelmed in any way in their life. And they will break things off just like as an avoidant does to regain some sense of control, balance, or wanting to feel like they have their independence back. It gives them that sense of stability because they grew up in chaotic, dysfunctional, and out of control environments. They want to make sure that they have control in their life. And if they feel like they don't have that being in a relationship, they're going to break things off so they can regain that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you know your attachment style, have you broken up with someone for these reasons? Or maybe you've been in a relationship with someone that's broken things off and this now makes sense to you.